Hello friends and welcome back for more Go Go Nippon. So here we are on the bullet train, we're heading out of town, and man, this is gotta be one crazy trip we're on right now. So Akira is saying my guy is completely spazzing out right now, which is probably true. I mean, he is spazzing out to say the least. But we're gonna go ahead and see what else is going on between these two, because there may be some love in the air. Okay, that's what kind of a response when you say it's like, are you okay? You got diarrhea or you just got something stuck in your throat? What? It's just a response. It's nothing much. How would you feel if someone gave that to you as a response? Really, really crazy. Now, enough with the flirting, you two. Oh, Makoto picks up on stuff. Huh? We're not flirting. Really, from our point of view, it looked exactly like flirting. Oh my. That's why I'm telling you we're not. It's going to sound like you're protesting too much. Yeah, if you keep doing it, you're going to be like, yeah, she's flirting with him. Come on, Oni-chan, you're always quick to say such strange things. Sorry. Anyway, it's about time. It's about time for what? Are we almost there? Is this scenery going to be changed? Is that going to be the time? Okay, that sounded a little too much. Okay, we're going to calm it down just a little bit there. What is it? It's about time for what? Remember earlier when I asked you for seats on the right side of the train? Oh, it's the surprise. You're going to learn why very soon. Oh, it's in sight, you two. Look. Okay. And, okay, well, there's Mount Fuji. See, I've never even been to Japan and I know what that is. I mean, come on, that's picturesque. That's Japan's greatest mountain, Mount Fuji. You don't say. Mount Fuji. That snow-crested peak that you've seen on, like, many a Japanese movie, right? That gentle slope, so peaceful and solemn, with such a presence. How can I describe it? Well, you could say it's an active volcano. To just call it beautiful almost feels trite. Who uses trite? That's a really interesting word, trite. Who uses it? I don't know. It's 3,776 meters tall. The tallest active volcano in Japan. Huh? Active volcano? Mount Fuji's an active volcano? Well, our guy really is a dipshit. I mean, come on, you didn't know that? I mean, you didn't learn that in school in, like, geography and such? I think I learned that way early. Yes, it is. Its last eruption was about 300 years ago, and until 15 years ago, they thought it might have gone dormant. But when they learned that it was still actively internally, they reclassified it as an active volcano again. That's an active volcano. Yeah, that's a lot of lava bursting out of that son of a bee. Something goes down. They say the last time it erupted, the ash reached all the way to Tokyo. So far. When we look at the earlier data, we see that Mount Fuji's eruptions had not set period, but the longest dormant period was a little under 300 years. And as Oni-chan said, the last eruption was 300 years ago. That means it could erupt in another 300 years. Erupt at any time, yes. And cue the lava. And at that point, they all die. Nah, we're continuing on. ... There are various theories as to why it's called Mount Fuji. One alternative meaning of the word Fuji is unique, while another is undying. Some theorize that the name stems from a unique mountain or undying mountain. An undying mountain. Yeah, well, if it's been active this long. Yes, the explanation posits that, as I'm getting stuck, okay, posits that as an active volcano. The ancients, though, thought of it as a living mountain. A living mountain? Well, it's kind of an active mountain, you would say. Say, can you climb the top of Mount Fuji? Yes, you can, although you can only get halfway up by car, and past that you need to climb on foot. Generally speaking, lodges on the mountainside only open in the summer around July and August, so if you want to climb it, you need to go during that period. I see. And you also got to cross your fingers that no lava falls. Mount Fuji, Japan's greatest mountain. Someday, I'd like to climb that for myself. But somehow, I don't think this guy's going to make it. Oh look, we get a picturesque sky again. Hooray, we haven't seen that before. Oh, the dots. And time passes along. Thank you for riding with us today. Kyoto, Kyoto, please be sure to have your belongings with you when you disembark. Here we are, Kyoto. The little town of Kyoto. Oh, there's the tower. Kyoto Tower Hotel. Ah, we're here. I believe that's where we're going to stay the night at. This is Japan's oldest capital, Kyoto. Well, it's Japan's old capital, not the oldest. Oh, that's on me. Old capital, Kyoto. Kyoto. Yeah, we got an echo in here. Kyoto was Japan's capital for over 1,000 years until it was changed over to Tokyo in 1867. For over 1,000 years. Kyoto became capital in the year 794. Before that, Japan's government was based in Nara Prefecture, and it moved with each change of the head of state. But in 794, they built a new city on this land. It was known as Hijinks, and its layout was based on the contemporary capital of China. That city remained as Japan's capital for over 1,000 years after. Ooh. Such a long time, huh? But they got this look like they're trolling me on something, and I'm just kind of like, I did not know any of that. Oh my goodness. Next thing you know, they're going to tell me electricity's real. What's wrong? What year did Edo period start? In 1603. Wasn't Tokyo the center of government during the Edo period? In that case, Kyoto should have stopped being the capital after that. You make a good point. It's true that the center of Japanese government was moved to Tokyo during the Edo period, but while the shogun in Edo had real power, the formal head of the government was not the shogun himself, but the emperor here in Kyoto. So even during the Edo period, the Japan government was technically centered in Kyoto. And even when it was officially moved to Edo, Kyoto and Osaka next door continued to grow as if they were still the capital, right? That's right. I see. Okay, so much information. Just don't quiz me on this afterward, okay? So, oh my god, I'm getting like really chapped. So, you could say Kyoto is the city that maintains the traditions, forms, and culture of Japan's good old days. I see. I guess even I think of traditional Japanese culture when I think of Kyoto. But still, you'd rather be seeing the town for yourself instead of listening to our lectures, right? How did you know that? Oh yeah, that's real good. Let's piss them off. So they're hosting me, and now I'm just going to go ahead and piss them right off. Because we can read your face like a book, right, Akira? Yeah, especially when you're thinking perverted things. Whoa, she picked up on that. Whoa, girl. And how old is she? Now I feel really dirty. No way! They can read my minds? Oh, it's a Japanese mind reading thing. Is it like the... Oh, God, what they're reading my mind? A response like that. Wait a minute. You mean, do you think of those things? Oh, yeah, now, look, she got a little blushy face on her. Yeah, she got a blushy face. She's thinking, oh, I hope he does. No, that was just an automatic response, that's all. What? Are you saying we're lacking in womanly charms? Now, where did that come from? What are you talking about? Do you want me to think of those things or not? That's... Oh, you idiot. Of course I don't want you to think about you perv. I told you I'm not. Come on now, Aki-chan. Let's put this strange quarrel to rest. Strange indeed. Concerning the earlier issue, it's no wonder you're more interested in the modern town. Kyoto is still a major metropolis after all, so it's still gradually changing as new people and shops come in. I see, now that you mention it, I can see that it's true. Well, as long as we're here, we should really look around. So let's cut the chit-chat and time for a quick tour. Yes, it is. That's why they got them tour guide suits on. That's what I've been waiting for. So, where should we start first? Tower? Tower me, ladies, tower me. Let me see. I think it's the best place, don't you? That? Let me guess, the tower, right? First, the entry fee there, which was like $2.95 American. Oh, okay, it's a temple. And of course, we got more dots. Couldn't you just give me something better than dots? Oh, here we go with the big words. This is Kiyomizu-dera, the most famous temple in Kyoto. And for those I offend, I sincerely apologize. But I'm trying. Kiyomizu-dera? They say Kiyomizu-dera was completed before Kyoto became the capital in the year 778. Before Kyoto was capital, there are temples that old? Kiyomizu-dera is known for how the main hall is just outside of the mountain. Okay. The main hall has been rebuilt over and over due to fires, but the last rebuild was in 1633, so it's still quite old. It was still built around 400 years ago then? No, she just said that, you dum-dum. It's a standard for the stone buildings in America and Europe to survive that long, but for these eastern wooden structures to last so long shows the care that goes into them. Nah, they just didn't really give a crap. They were just like, here, let's go throw some sticks in a pile. We'll make a building. It'll last for 10,000 years. Oh, man, we really do have a dumb character. I know. Do you know the Japanese phrase, jump from the stage at oh my god. Kiyomizu, whatever. That word, meaning to plunge headfirst into something? The stage at Kiyomizu, it refers to this building? Yes, they say if you screw up your courage and jump from here, your wish will come true. Well, maybe I should be doing that, because man. They say that in the old days, many men really wouldn't make the jump to show their determination. From here? But it's really far down. Yeah, they say some people really died trying it. Well, hell, I guess, they really were courageous. Honestly, men are such idiots. I know, that's sexist right there. Well, she's a little girl, but that's still sexist. I protest. I can't help but agree with you there. Well, if you're going to jump off a tall structure, I mean, come on, that is kind of stupid. So the people who, survived, you're really dumb. To those who died, well, they were courageous, but they were probably even more dumb. As long as we're here, let's go in the Ottawa waterfall below. The Ottawa waterfall? Yes, it's a small waterfall consisting of 3 narrow streams. The waterfall has existed for over 1,000 years, but back then, people said the water could confer wealth or long life. They loved it as the Fountain of Youth. The Fountain of Youth? Okay, let's go check this thing out. And, wow, I was thinking a little bit more bigger, but okay. Whoa, there really are 3 trails of water here. Each stream confers its own blessing. From right to left, they confer academic success, health, and love respectively. Well, I think our friend here could take a dip in all 3. Mainly the academic part. Academics, health, and love? Well, you know what? He needs a dip in definitely that last one too. Because he is not getting it. So then, starting from the right, I take the water from each and drink it? Okay, let's start with the water of academics. Gulp, gulp. No gulp, gulp. You better get a big frickin' cup and swing it down. Now, the water of health. Then the water of love. Ooh, it's delicious. It really could be the Fountain of Youth. And they're just like, you've made a fool of yourself, you dumbass. Yeah, they got that look like, oh no, what did he just do? Huh? Now that I think about it, you guys only drank from health and love springs, and none of the academics ones. How come? Well, right. Yes. But what? You both look so serious. The truth is, it said that anyone greedy enough to try to drink off from all three rivers will be denied their blessing. You dum-dum. What? Wait, is this true? Yes, I'm sorry to say. No way! Why didn't you tell me that earlier? Because that would have made it so much less funny. Sorry about that. And her just became a manly voice. There goes with that response again. So I didn't earn any blessing today. No, you did not. I could have used a blessing in love at least. Yeah, you need more than a blessing in love. You need to get hit with the book of love several times over. Now that I think about it, Makoto and Akira both drank from the love spring. Yep, and you drank from nothing, buddy. You got denied. Okay, more dots. What is it with these dots? They love their dots. Swears it. First, the entry fee there. Okay, so that was a little bit more costly. And now, our next Kyoto sightseeing spot is here. Oh, another temple. Whoa! This is Kinkakuji, a Japanese suffix meaning temple. An alternate reading of Dara. Okay. Kinkaku. The kin in Kinkaku is a reference to the grand golden color of the temple. The name is actually a nickname. What is its real name? I know it. It's Rikogunji, right? I don't even... Oh my god. Yep, this is why I'm not going to Japan. Yeah, I'll probably be chased around with pitchforks. That's right. You really know your stuff, Akira. That's because she lives there. Hold your applause until the end. I still know lots more about the Rokunyoji. Then why don't you tell us about it, Akira? Leave it to me. The fact is, there was already a temple here in the 13th century, but the noble who commissioned it was put to death for conspiring against the emperor, and it fell into ruin. Then, around the end of the 14th century, the shogun Ashikaga Yoshimitsu fixed it up and built a new temple, which he called the Rikogunji. Or something like that, I don't know. Or something much more better pronounced than I could say it. Wow, is that really what happened? Yes, she's exactly right. Wait a minute, why are you asking Oni-chan for confirmation? No reason, just wanted to be sure. Right. Let me tell you, this ain't all I know. I also know that when this temple was completed, the grounds around it were larger, and it was completely burned down once. Burned down? The temple? Was it a war or what? Sorry, it burned down 60 years ago. It was arson. Arson? You mean someone set it on fire to it? Yeah, in 1950 by a young monk still in training. A monk committed arson? Well, he certainly didn't commit freaking grand larceny, did he? He just confirmed that. Oh my god. That's right. The temple was already a famous national treasure at that time, so it caused a huge stir. I see. That makes sense. Well, yeah, generally. Then, a world-famous author named Mishami Yuko wrote a novel about it. The name of the novel is, of course, Kinkakuji. And there we go. Wow, Akira, you know a lot about this. I told you I knew a lot about it. So, have you read the novel? No, I haven't. Oh dear. Mishima Miyoki's Kinkakuji has been translated into many other oh my god, I'm getting all my voices mixed up now. It's translated into so many languages, so you should read it if you get a chance. Sure I will. No, he won't. No, he won't. He probably wrote it after visiting the place for himself, so it'll probably be more interesting now than if I read it before. I'll sure to look around for it when I get home. I think I might try to read it when I get home, too. I see. I think you will get a lot out of it, Akira. The Kinkakuji, huh? The walls are stuck with gold leaf, so it's as gold as the name suggests. I heard that the ancient Europe referred to Japan as Jinpang, the land of gold. But looking at this, I can see why Marco Polo would have felt that way. Okay, well, that happened. What do you think of Kyoto so far? Let's see, at first I wasn't really seeing the town's history and culture at all. But the more I walk around, the more I feel traditional atmosphere seeping in all over. It's everywhere. That's right! Kyoto has a lot of temples and shrines, so you can walk from temple to temple and shrine to shrine. Just walking around can give you a deep impression of the town. Yeah, that's really true, Akira. Thank you for all that. But how do I say this? It's more than that. There's, like, even among the smallest shops in town, so many of them still sell traditional craft goods. So that it gives me the impression of a town that values its history. That's true. While Kyoto continues to expand, the city as a whole does protect its traditions. I think it's what makes it amazing. Preserving its history while taking in new... But now that I think about it, I think Tokyo has a similar sort of atmosphere. With Kyoto, it just feels a whole lot sharper. When I think about it that way, Kyoto really is like a representation of Japan itself. Ah, that's it! There's one thing that surprised me coming into Kyoto. What's that, the train? Surprised you? What is it? You know, the language. Seriously? Are we gonna go through the language right now? I mean, come on. Seriously? Language? Ah, I see. Because it's not like Tokyo Japanese. That's right, it's a dialect, right? The ancient and the words people use here, it's nothing like Japanese I know. Yeah, it's different. That's true. The people in Kyoto and nearby Osaka and Kobe speak what's called Kinsaiban. Or Kensaiban, something like it. Kensaiban? Yes. Specifically, Kobe and Osaka and Kyoto all have their own dialects, but generally term from its Kensaiban. Kensaiban? I see. It's hard to even native Japanese to imitate Kensaiban. It's a unique way of speaking. So it's kind of like here in Baltimore, we actually had freaking, what was it? We had our own little dialect going on down there. Oh, it was called Ebonics. I don't know why. But who knows? I'm not going to go into any more of that. I see. But how should I say? It feels like it has nuances that I don't hear in the Japanese of Tokyo. That's true. It's fast-paced and kind of funny. That's right. When you listen to it on exchange, it almost sounds like they might burst out laughing. You remember what I said before, that Kyoto was a capital of Japan long ago? While that was going on, the city of Osaka was also developing next door. Osaka developed as a merchant city. They based their lives around merchant culture, so I think their language developed around the interaction between a shop owner and a customer. Making the customer feel comfortable is so important in the business world. You mean they make them laugh so they relax and feel more like buying things? It's just my own speculation, but I wonder if it might not be true. The real Kansai have done a lot of developed comedians in comedy culture, so you might hear Kansaiban on TV too. Now that I think about it, it sounds really cute when the girls speak it too. We don't speak Kansaiban. Does that mean you don't think we're cute? Well, there she goes, getting offended again. Damn it, Akira. Calm your tour guide jacket down. We don't need to have all that going on. That's not it. That's not what I was trying to say at all. So, you're saying you wish we both spoke Kansaiban? That's right. Oh, there you go. Put your foot in your mouth. You dummy. That's right. Exactly. I mean, that's exactly the same compliment. Complaint. Oh, complaint. Whatever. Now I'm butching. Now I'm being a dum-dum. Even without speaking Kansaiban, I think we make a pretty good comedy team, don't you? And then she's just like, oh? Yeah, that kind of ended on that one. Anyway, let's go to one last place today. It's very close to where we are now. What kind of temple is it this time? Oh my, we're not going to a temple. Really? Then where are we? Alright everybody, I think this is a good place to leave off. Tune in next time to find out where we are leaving off.